So, it's the new year and you're probably thinking about all the amazing things you want to achieve for 2025. But let's be real, planning out the year can feel so overwhelming. Like, where do we even begin, right? I feel exactly the same way, unsure of how to plan my thoughts and my goals. So over the past 2 years, I've been building out a system that has been an absolute game changer for me. This system has helped me stay focused, aligned, and actually reach my goals, even as someone who feels very unmotivated by long-term goals because they just seem so out of reach. Hey friends, I'm Vanessa and today we're diving into my step-by-step system for planning an amazing 2025. This is not about just setting goals, it's about creating a life that feels aligned, fulfilled, and mapping out actionable steps that would actually help you achieve them. Before I walk you through this, if you love what I'm sharing and want to use this exact system, you can totally copy it and write it out on paper. That's how I usually do it. But if you want to make it easy and have it ready to use right now, I've created a Notion template that you can purchase on my website. It's the same framework I use and it's all set up to help you dive in without any hassle. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Okay, let's dive right in. Step 1. Conduct a life audit. Before we can make any big plans, we've got to know how we're doing right now. A life audit is where we check in with ourselves and see what's currently working in our lives and what's not. I like to break this down into 7 categories: physical well-being, mental well-being, home, career, finances, relationships, and personal growth. For each category, rate how satisfied you are on a scale from 1 to 10, as well as where you hope to be in the coming year. Then reflect on where you're thriving and where there's room to grow. You'll start to see patterns that highlight where you're excelling at and where you want to focus your efforts this year. This reflection is such an eye-opener and lays the groundwork for more intentional planning. Step 2. Figure out your core desired feelings. If you've never heard the term core desired feelings before, think of them as emotional states that light you up and make life feel fulfilling. Have you ever chased a big achievement like landing a promotion or hitting a fitness milestone, only to find it didn't bring the satisfaction that you hoped for? That's because we often focus on the what rather than the why we want to achieve it. This disconnect leaves us feeling unmotivated and unfulfilled. Here's a little exercise I do to figure out my core desired feelings for the year. Imagine if you can have any emotion in the world for 2025. No restrictions at all, literally ask and you shall receive. What would you want to experience on the daily? How would you like to feel when you wake up in the morning, go to sleep at night, when you're at work, or when you're just resting at home? Do a huge brain dump of everything that you want, unfiltered, and from this list, pick out 3 core desires that really stand out to you. Take a moment to sit with it and see if it resonates. This will be the guiding post to how you set goals and make decisions for the new year. By aligning our goals with our core desired feelings and creating a structured yet flexible plan, it helps you set goals that nourishes your soul, not just check a box. You might think you need to run a marathon to feel accomplished, but maybe that feeling can come from completing a PR in the gym, which is something that you enjoy doing more. Your core desired feelings will keep you grounded in what truly matters and help you design a life that feels as good as it looks. Step 3. Set goals aligned with your core desired feelings. It's time to think about the big picture. What do you want to achieve in 2025 that will help you embody those feelings? For example, if one of your feelings is freedom, your goal might be to save money for a solo trip or find a job that gives you time flexibility. If you want to feel creative, maybe starting a new hobby or a passion project will do the trick. But don't stop there. Think about all the other goals you already have in mind, even if they're not directly tied to your core desired feelings. Maybe you've always wanted to learn a new language or start a business. Write those down too, then check to see if they align. If they don't quite match your core desired feelings, ask yourself if they are still worth pursuing or if they need a tweak to fit your overall vision. Keep these goals broad for now, don't worry about the specifics yet. We'll get into those soon. Step 4. Expand your goals. Now that you've done your audit, let's expand on it. Look at the big goals you identified in Step 2 and see how they fit within each category. Break it down into specific goals that align with your reflections and your core desired feelings. For example, if your goal is to get better with your diet, you could break it down to something like making more home-cooked meals or stop drinking too many cups of bubble tea every week. This is also a great time to add in any other goals that excites you and will take you closer to where you hope to be in the coming year. Step 5. Create your blueprint. Here's where everything comes together. It's time to plan your actionable goals that will help you reach your bigger objectives. For each category, I write a one-liner that summarizes all my goals in that particular category. This helps me focus on the bigger picture while also breaking it down into manageable pieces. Then, for each goal, I ask myself 2 questions. Why can't I reach this goal yet? And what tangible thing can I do to overcome that barrier? For example, if my goal is to cook at home more, I would write, why can't I cook at home more? And list out all the reasons why. It could be that I don't know how to cook or I am lazy to wash the dishes. Think of all the possible reasons that could stop you from achieving this goal, especially the little things. Next, for each reason that you have listed out, write down one tangible thing that you can do to solve this problem. This step is so powerful because by breaking your goals down into smaller actionable pieces, you can now tackle it one by one without feeling overwhelmed. You now have a complete blueprint of how you'd go about achieving the goals you've set out for the new year. Last but not least, step 6. Build a quarterly timeline. Finally, let's create a quarterly timeline. This is where you map out your actions across the year. Look at your tangible solutions and decide what you'll focus on in quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am not naturally motivated by long-term goals because they seem so out of reach. So I even go a step further and break everything down into weekly goals for my to-do list. This way, I only ever have to focus on what I want to do in that particular week and not get distracted by the bigger picture. And there you have it, a step-by-step guide to make 2025 your best year yet. Remember, this isn't about being perfect, it's about creating a life that feels aligned and intentional. So take as long as you need to plan this out. Thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful. You're going to have an incredible year. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who could use a little planning inspiration. Also, let me know in the comments below what's one goal that you're most excited to work on this year. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!